What's up, guys? It's about 11:15, 11:20, something like that here. Raw just went off. Battleground's over, obviously. Raw's over now. So, I didn't feel bad. I felt like I was really upset last night, as a lot of you were. I'm still upset about it. I mean, there's no getting over it. But I felt like Raw was a pretty strong show tonight at points, and then there was always points that were boring. But I feel like overall it was a good show. So I wanted to come on here and make a more positive video, and so here it is. I'm not going to cover everything that happened on Raw because it would be ridiculous, but I'll cover the thoughts that I thought were cool, and then blah blah blah. So the show starts off with Stephanie McMahon and the Big Show in the ring, and they go back and forth. Big Show doesn't get a whole lot in. Then he says he punches Randy Orton because he wanted to, and he punches Daniel Bryan because she told him to. So that upsets her, and she takes to slapping him and going up saying, "Are you going to cry?" And she fires him. We've not seen that before. Well, we have, but so she fires him, and off he goes into the sunset. Show progresses. Let's see. I know I'm going to forget something, but I'm just going to go over the stuff I remember. Um, Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton. That doesn't. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because you've always got Daniel Bryan in the main events, and then Randy Orton's kind of floating around the 8:30, 8:45 mark, 9 o'clock mark with mid-carders. But it is what it is. Daniel Bryan comes out and attacks him and beats the hell out of him, and then that's that. So, show goes on a little bit more. I know I don't want to forget this. So, Miz TV happens, which nobody gives a shit about. Well, I don't. If you're a Miz fan, sorry. Show starts. As soon as he goes, "Welcome to Miz TV," the Wyatt's little video intro hits, and out they come, which I thought was awesome. I'm a huge fan of the Wyatts. I think the Wyatts have nothing but a good, bright future ahead of them as long as they're used right, and it was awesome. So, out comes the Wyatts. The lights come on. Lights go off, and the lights come on. The two Wyatts are in the ring with the Miz. Miz jumps out, and Bray holds his arms up and says, "Come to me," and he runs to him. And Miz kind of gets the upper hand, which doesn't make any sense, because whatever, but so anyways, Miz runs off, and then Bray Wyatt does this little creepy hanging backwards, staring at the Miz while the Wyatts are holding him, which I thought could have been better. I was really hoping for a promo, but it is what it is. Happy to see the Wyatts on Raw, and happy that we didn't have to see Miz TV. So I thought that was overall good. I'm trying to think. CM Punk comes out and cuts a promo, and it was kind of cool because there was cuss words involved. He said he low blowed Ryback to see if he had any balls, which was whatever, and then Ryback kind of rebuttals and says to get his skinny little ass in the ring, and then R-Truth comes out. So a lot of people have been saying that they thought R-Truth was going to turn heel. Well, I don't know where they're going with this, but they had a tag match tonight with CM Punk and R-Truth versus Curtis Axel and Ryback, and CM Punk and CM Punk and R-Truth won. The promo was kind of weird on both parts. I don't know if it's where Punk is so good as a bad guy that you notice more things that doesn't seem right that he does as a good guy, or if it's just me nitpicking, which I hope I'm not, but it didn't make any sense, but who cares? CM Punk was out there, which was awesome. But it just kind of weird. But whatever. The stuff that did nothing for me was Del Rio has a little segment backstage. Oh, I forgot. Dolph Ziggler and Damian Sandow had a match, and Dolph Ziggler won with the Famouser, which I thought was cool. I'm not a big fan of the zigzag. I thought it'd be cool if he used the Famouser, or he kind of did that little sidekick gimmick there at the end. It'd be cool if he used one of those two. So hopefully that was kind of like a transition to using the Famouser as a finisher. But whatever, he got the win. Good match. I thought it was cool. I haven't noticed his trunks, but I noticed down his trunks that on the back it says over it. And I was kind of wondering also like what had happened, that he had gotten buried so bad. So I don't really get on Wrestles on that much because I kind of feel like they're way biased and more for what WWE is doing, and that's not necessarily bad. But if Battleground sucks, and I know that it sucks, I don't want somebody to tell me that it wasn't bad. And they didn't last night. I did see that they had also disliked it, but it just kind of feels it's sketchy to me. So I kind of tend to gravitate more toward No DQ and Raja, and Twitter, of course. But oh yeah, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, it's Last Outlaw 84. My gamer tag on Xbox is the same, capital A. I'll put it in the description. Anybody wants to play some games or whatever. But anyways, I hadn't seen anything about Dolph Ziggler, like what he had done or whatever to get squashed or buried. But Del Rio's backstage with Vicky Guerrero talking about his next opponent, blah, blah, blah. And it becomes revealed that it's going to be John Cena who's coming back at Hell in a Cell to face Del Rio. I wasn't shocked because I didn't give a shit, but it was kind of like, wow, that's pretty fast after having surgery. But anyways, John Cena versus Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship belt at Hell in a Cell. I could give a shit about either one of them. I don't care who wins. I hope Sandow cashes in and they both, whatever. But for me, the part of the night that I enjoyed the most is I don't know if this is an old school Shawn Michaels shirt. I've had this forever, and I just wore it tonight for the hell of it. I had no clue. Anyways, so the main event at Hell in a Cell is going to be a Hell in a Cell, no joke. Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan, which I was hoping for because I feel like that could be a good match. With three possible special guest referees. When that was said, I was like, shit. Booker T was one of them. Bob Backlund, which was kind of surprising, was the second. And Shawn Michaels came out as the third one. Well, I marked out huge when Shawn came out, but really happy. Shawn won. So the main event in Hell in a Cell is Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan with Shawn Michaels as a special guest referee. So I don't really know what they're going to do with this. It has a big match feel to it. Like, this is the biggest match feel that I have felt since SummerSlam. I never thought Night of Champions felt big. I didn't feel like Battleground felt big. This feels big. Hell in a Cell, Shawn, referee, Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, vacant title. This would be a good time to put the belt on Bryan because you have the mentor handing the student or whatever the belt, and you have this moment, yay, we're all happy. And it would almost make up, sort of, for the past two letdowns. Don't know if that's going to happen. A lot of time left to unfold. But if it don't happen then, it don't happen because they made it a point tonight to say that was going to be the definitive end of the feud. So we'll see what happens. But that was cool. Show ended with Daniel Bryan, Cody Rhodes and Goldust versus The Shield, which was a good match up until the ending. Daniel Bryan has Seth Rollins in the yes lock, and Ambrose hits him with a chair. Ref throws it out. Triple H gets on the mic, says, no, we're not going to have another, flubbed finish. Restarts the match. Daniel Bryan's outside. Randy Orton RKOs him, throws him in. He gets pinned 1, 2, 3. So then the Shield start working over Goldust. Well, right when they're about to triple powerbomb him, out walks Big Show. They kind of have Triple H is out at the ring. He runs and gets behind the Shield in the ring. Out he comes. Shield jumps him. He gets through him, and then right when you think the Shield's got him, he kind of pushes them all off, and then him and Triple H are standing face to face on kind of a cool moment, and then he just knocks out Triple H. It was cool in a way, but in a way it kind of felt like, man, are they pushing Big Show or Daniel Bryan here? Because I would much rather have seen Daniel Bryan, flying the shit out of him for what's happened. But it is what it is, and it was a good show. Like, I'm not going to dog it. It was a good Raw. It was a bajillion times better than Battleground, which isn't a shock because Mrs. Doubtfire was better than Battleground. But anyways, it was a really good show, solid, and WWE did what I asked them to do. They booked something cool. Hell in a Cell match, gimmick, awesome. Randy Orton, awesome. Daniel Bryan, awesome. WWE title match with Shawn Michaels as a special guest referee, great. I don't care how it goes. I mean, I obviously want Bryan to win, but with just seeing Shawn Michaels back in the fold, I don't think he's going to turn heel. It wouldn't make any sense because he's not full-time. But anyways, guys, we got 3 weeks to get hyped up for Hell in a Cell, see what unfolds, leave some comments, hit me up. Thanks for watching.